Let's see, qualifying. Joel Hawkins, two-time champ, going to take the pole there in the 08, 127.961. Mike Owen in second. Mr. Beach going to be starting third tonight. David Riggs in fourth. Jeremy Dominique going to be starting fifth. Marche Edney in sixth. Jason Brizick in seventh. There's old Chance Crum, does not have his, there it is, it's hooked up now. In the number 83, Chance Crum running a 130 flat. There in the 83 will be starting 8th. In 9th position is going to be Mikey V. And rounding out your top 10 tonight, going to be sporting new colors, the Twitch 94 of Racer. Going to be rounding out the top 10. Samuel Wilski going to be starting 11th in the U.S. Army vehicle there. Brian Hudak in 12th. David Fish going to be starting 13th. Trevor Johnson's going to be starting 14th, and Steve Bush has taken his car off the track already. Issues with the number 86. So we're going to have 14 drivers here tonight duking it out at Watkins Glen. We're going to get ready to go racing here in about 20 seconds. I believe they are going to go from a standing start, and these guys are going to get ready to roll off here tonight at Watkins Glen. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, Joel Hawkins in the 08, going to get ready to lead them off. Here we go.
Green flag.
Green. It's time to go bumper humping. Watkins Glen, a road course style, baby. Coming down into turn number 1, the 08, got the inside line. Gets through there nicely. Who's going to spin off? Who's going to be the first one into the grass? We survived turn 1, baby. Coming through turn number 2 up the hill here at the Glen, the 08. Trying to pull away as quickly as he can away from the rest of these guys. There in second is the number 4 car of David Riggs and Dominique in third. This is, here we go. Coming through the bus stop. Yeah, I can't do that. I've tried that a million times, Governor, and I can't do it. There we see Beach there, scored in third, but man, there's been a lot. Beach falls to the back early on, and Joel his lead has been cut down here as they're trying to complete lap number 1. Dominique coming down into turn number 9, may have something for the 08. Right behind him on his bumper, and there goes Riggs to the inside, trying to get a run. Joel will take the first lap. Position number 2 is going to go to David Riggs on the inside in the number 4. Dominique falls back to third, down on the rumble strips goes Riggs. The 08 goes really wide, but he's able to get it back on there before he touches the grass. Side-by-side action going on for 5th. That's Brizick there in the 91. And the number 9 on the outside of him of Mike Owen as they come up the hill. Coming down the back stretch, still looking in on Brizick. And they're still side by side. Just ahead of him, Owen there and Crum swapping spots before they come through the carousel. Down the backstretch here at Watkins Glen before coming down in the last 2 turns. Guys starting to single file up now. Lap number 2 of, we're going how many laps here? 15 laps. 15 laps here at the Glen. Let's go on board with one of these screaming beasts. And you may have to crank it way up. Let's take a lap around Watkins Glen with one of our drivers on board with the number 9 car in 5th position of Mike Owen. bringing it down into turn number 1, way wide. Oh, hang on to her, Mike. Slap that bitch's ass. Get her back on the track, and he does. Oh, and there on the inside, the 92 of Marche Edney. Oh, and Owen pulling off. Let's head back up front. We got problems with the number 9 car. He's back up on the track. He's watching himself on Nordgar TV. I warn these drivers not to do that. There's Jordan Malish there in the number 94, running in 8th place, but right behind him, look at this going on. Back battling, that is Trevor Johnson and Mikey V, and Trevor going to win that little spot over Mikey V. Here comes David Fish, road course enthusiast. They're running in 10th position. Up front, though, the battle still continues to bring in the 08, the 2-time champ of Joel Shark Hawkins, up front. Dominique in second. We're going to take a look at the speeds at the line, what the differential between Joel and Jeremy going to be. Not quite a second, ladies and gentlemen. Joel has strung out on the number 34. And there is the number 4 of David Riggs running in 3rd position. 83 of Chance Crum up to 5th. 92 of Marche Edney up to 6th. And going wide, 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 Jordan Malish. Oh, and Malish driving like a drunken sailor on a Friday night. Spins out, coming through turn number 2. Grabs it back up, going to get back out on the track. He doesn't hit anything. The only thing damaged in that was an ego. Marche Edney all by himself coming through the bus stop. This is where Marche seems to be very, very good. He's good through the bus stop in the carousel, and now that the other traffic behind him that had been fighting may give the 92 a chance that he needs to start reeling in and making up some ground on these leaders. Joel right there, and so is Dominique. Joel unable to shake Dominique so far, and Dominique has reeled him in within about... Well, we're going to check the speeds again here at the line, but it looks like he has gained ground on the 08. And he did. He gains 3/10 on the 08 since last lap. So Jeremy Dominique reeling him in. There's the 83 of Crum. He is now up to 3rd as he gets by the number 4 of Riggs. Down into turn number 1. Oh, hang on to it. These guys pushing these cars as hard as they can. These cars maxing out here at this track at about 100 miles an hour. So there's a lot to hang on with these road course cars. And these guys doing a great, great job. Let's check in on Wilski. Wilski disconnected. Wilski takes his car behind the wall. There is Mikey V. Last time we checked in on Mikey V, he was in 11th. He is up to 8th right now as he comes through the bus stop. So Mikey V got a handle on that. And Jordan got a mirror full of Beach. Beach to the inside, coming through the bus stop. This is going to be tricky. Jordan going to let him go. Beach is on a mission to get back up there. Beach having problems early on. Coming through, actually, the bus stop. I believe he's the one that spun off. Side by side is Riggs and Crum shuts the door on David Riggs, retains 3rd position. Riggs right there, and as I said, Marche has had plenty of time to start making up some time here, and he's doing a really good job. 83 off, pretty wide. Oh, and the 83 right in front of the 4, the Riggs. Riggs goes to the outside. He's going to pin the 83 down coming up the hill. This may be good for the number 4. And he does. The 4 gets in front of him. Good move coming through turn number 1 there that Riggs takes advantage of. Little slip up from the 83, and the 4 actually steers it left really hard and able to pull a crossover maneuver down in the bus stop. He's going to take the spot over away, and there is the 92 getting by the 83. Oh, my mama! Action going on here in the MX5 cars. All kinds of battle, and let's head back up front. Any progress going on up here between Hawkins and Dominique? They are staying about the same. These guys are machines in these cars. Very precise, very consistent for these top 2 drivers here tonight at Watkins Glen. No mistakes made so far by the 08 or the number 34 as they come across the stripe, lap number 7. Halfway through this shindig. Coming up the hill, and Joel seemed a little faster coming up the hill, but coming through this turn, looks like Dominique gets a run coming off of that, and he's going to gain a little bit of ground. Coming through the bus stop here, Joel got a mirrorful of the 34. One mistake out of the 08 will inherit the 34 the lead. And I've raced with Joel a lot at some of these road courses, and he very rarely makes mistakes. So let's go back to most exciting as they continue to duke it out up here up front. Brizik running in 12th. The 92 of Edney up to 4th. Edney and Crum are trying to reel in the number 4 there of Riggs. Riggs running in 3rd position, and he's got a mirrorful of some traffic coming up on him, and he's going to have to keep those eyes focused forward and hitting his marks to keep those guys behind him. Down into turn number 1, cross the start-finish line. The 92 and the 83, I don't know if they're fighting one another either. I'm sure they are, but they better worry about the guy in front of them. Coming up the hill. 92 to the inside. And 83 going to come with him, and Riggs going to get screwed. 3 wide coming down the back stretch. This is going to be bad. This is coming into the bus stop. They can't come in 3 wide into the bus stop. Oh, man. And the 92, he's going to stay up there. The 83 powers by. I mean, he ran through there. Chance Crum dives it through the bus stop, able to make it stick, and he's going to leave the other 2 way behind. Is he? Lies. See, I told you were lying. Shark ain't getting past. There ain't no one near him. There might have been an incident here a while ago. Let's go back to instant replay. Yes, there it is. Okay, there it is. Here it is coming through the bus stops here, and 34 Dominique gets a run on the outside. Wow, and I mean Shark ran it through the grass there to stay out of him too. Interesting. Let's take a look at that from another view. Let's go to the chopper view there. All right, coming down into the bus stop. Let's slow down just a little bit. You're going to see Dominique get a huge run, and he has to go to the outside. But outside line here, kind of tough to hold. And Shark, he sees that he's going to, and I don't know whose fault that would be. Take one more look at it. I think they both end up being okay over this, but hard racing right there, and I don't know. But Shark retains the lead. Dominique there in the 34 lost a lot of ground on the 08. And he's going to be moving, but Dominique, right there is Marche Edney. He's moved up to third, battling with Riggs. He gets by Riggs. Riggs falling back, and Crum also back on the throttle, and he's coming back up through here. Ah! That was a Nordgasm, in case you've never heard one before. Lots of craziness going on here at Watkins Glen. The 08 of Shark continues to lead. There is the 34 of Dominique in second. Differential between the two right now, 6 seconds. 6 seconds right now between the 08 and the 34, and the 92 is coming. Riggs right there. Riggs trying to get his spot back. Mr. Beach continues to plow through the field. He's up to 7th. Mikey V still hanging on to 8th position. Oh, Chance Crum coming off of pit road. Bad news for Chance. Why did Chance pit? Chance comes down to pit for what reason? Whoa. That's David Fish going by him, but Chance Crum coming down to pit. Maybe these guys won't have enough gas. They might have to pit. I don't know. I don't know how much gas these MX-5s hold. It's more than you think. Marche Edney running in third. Dominique in second. Hawkins still out front. And Hawkins coming up on slower traffic now. That's Brizik there in the 91. Going to let him go on the inside as he comes down into turn number 1. All right, let's go back to the most exciting. What's happening all over the track? Marche Edney continues to try to reel in these leaders. He's made his way up to 3rd position, doing a good job there in the 92. Coming up the hill, out of turn number 2, here at Watkins Glen, live on Nordgar TV. Nordgar TV, road lead race. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. I hope you're all having a great time so far watching this MX-5 race here at Watkins Glen. I love this place. This is a fun track to drive. It's an easy track to remember. So Edney in third. Riggs still trying to battle for get his spot back there from Marche. Right there, there's the 43 of David Fish. Fish making his way up to 5th position in the, what is that? Cheerwine? I can't see that. I can't read. Oh, no. XDM Factor. This guy's sporting some custom paints out here tonight on these cars. That's pretty cool. Never thought about getting a custom paint for this car. I don't run it very often. But there is Riggs up on the back of the 92. He's going to have a run coming down the front stretch. Down into turn number 1. This is going to get dicey. Who is going to let off first? And that's going to be Marche Edney. Going to let Riggs have the inside line, hoping he'll run it wide. And Marche's hopes just got shattered. Riggs by the 92. But Marche on the outside, not done. Saying the fat lady hasn't sung yet, Nord. I'm going to bring it down into the bus stop too wide. We're going to see what happens this time. Riggs, gets a little jiggy with it and wobbles just a bit, allowing Marche Edney to take over the spot in coming through the bus stop. How many laps to go? We got, with 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go here at Watkins Glen as the 08 continues to lead them around. Jeremy Dominique in second. Brizik, he is 1 lap down there in 11th position. Marche Edney still trying to reel somebody in, but he's got a battle with Riggs. David Fish also continues to move up through the field, and now Mr. Beach Viva la Teats up to 6th position after his early little mishap there. Beach, another very, very good road course driver out here on the track. Mikey V there in 7th position. He has moved up 1 spot since the last time we checked in on him. The 08 not showing any worse for wear after that incident there with the 34, still running very, very strong. So is Dominique there. They just touched a little bit, and Dominique within 6 seconds now of Joel Hawkins, but will he have enough time to reach the 08? I would say no, unless the 08 spins or something bad happens. The 08 going to be tough to catch. And there is Marche. Marche up to 3rd, hanging on to 3rd. David Fish in 5th. I think David Fish going to claim the 4th spot this time around. Lap number 14, ladies and gentlemen, 2 to go here at Watkins Glen. Here in this road course league, or road, I'm sorry, man, oh man, road league race. And Joel still working his way through the bus stop there very aggressively. Brizik, Dominique here, I don't know if Brizik's in his way or not, but Dominique going to be wanting to get by as quickly as possible, but Brizik using up most of the track. And there, Brizik's going to let him go by. Thank you very much there, Mr. 91. And last lap, white flag. White flag this time by as we hit the stripe. Joel Hawkins in the 08 is going to hit the stripe here at Watkins Glen, lap number 15. And one more time around here, 2.43 miles around, or 3.4, I don't know. 4.3, I think. Yep, 2.43 miles around here, and road racing at Watkins Glen. Pretty exciting for some of these guys, having a good race out there. Some of them falling out real early, and that's one of the things about road racing. You mess up just even a little bit, especially in the beginning. There's no reprieve. You got to be consistent from the get-go and all the way from the green to the checker. And these guys, a lot of these guys experience. Hang on, I need a drink. A lot of these guys showing great consistency here tonight at Watkins Glen. The 08 coming through the carousel on board. Coming down in the last couple turns here at the Glen. And Dominique, don't know how he did it, don't know how he could drive the wheels off the car like he has. But, man, Dominique puts up a great effort to try to recatch the 08, but he's not going to do it in time because here comes Shark down the front stretch, ready to hit the stripe. And the 08 going to win the race here at Watkins Glen. Dominique comes home second. In third position, David Fish gets by the 92 right on the last lap. Marche Edney going to come home fourth. In fifth position, David Riggs. Riggs drove a great race all night, and so did Mr. Beach there, coming home in sixth in the 22. Mikey V, proud of this guy here. This guy here, he comes home seventh. In 8th position, going to be Chance Crum after coming down for pit road for unscheduled pit stop. There is Jordan Malice spinning it out, coming down to the last. Malice coming home 9th. In 10th position, going to be Mike Owen in the 9, and your 11th place finisher is going to be Brizik. So let's try to get a word in with the Englishman, Joel Hawkins.
Thank you.
Joel Hawkins, Nordgar in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Shark, shark, shark. You win another one here at the Glen. Tell us about your race, especially that little dip dive battle there with Dominique through the bus stop.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that much of a fight, to be honest. Once Alexis jumped the start and Mike got into someone, I thought it would be quite easy, but Jeremy pushed me all the way up into that crash. I didn't see what happened. I had the inside, so I thought he'd back off, but he was there when I tried to turn in, so...
Well, you looked at it a couple of times, Joel. It looked like just hard racing. You were on the inside. He was on the outside. If this makes any sense, it doesn't, and it might when you look at it. He had the inside lane from the outside, but you guys just racing real hard for the same spot at the same time, and that's basically all I saw, brother.
Yeah. It was a good hard fight. And that happened, so...
Well, it was a lot of fun watching you out here at Watkins Glen. How much do you like this track here at the Glen, Joel?
It's quite good. I'm not a fan particularly of this short version, but the longer version is good.
All right, Joel, thanks very much. Congratulations on your win. Where are you guys going to be at next week?
I've no idea.
All right, well, wherever you are next week, I'm sure you'll be pretty strong there, so good luck to you. And, man, congratulations on another win and being so dominant over here in the Road Series. I hope you're having a good time this season.
Yeah, it's been good so far. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Joel. Second place finisher, Jeremy Dominique. Dominique, you still in there? Jeremy, you still around? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Yeah, come down to my channel.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, Jeremy. You got me now? All right, right on, right on. Hey, one hell of a run there. It took you about 4 or 5 laps after the initial start to catch back up to Joel. You catch back up to him side by side. Why don't you give us your perspective on that little bump and slide job there into the bus stop?
Well, I mean, it was just hard racing, and I thought he would back off a little bit, but hey, racing's racing. Bumping is racing, so can't get mad at that.
You guys were running good. Looked like you were having some pretty good races up there, and so there wasn't too much damage to either one of your cars. You just kind of spun it out there a little bit, and you guys had room on the rest of the field. Tell us about the rest of your race, and what would you have done a little different to maybe stay with that 08 a little longer?
The race was pretty good. For me, if I were to probably hold off on that back stretch there and not try to take the lead, I probably would still be with him. But I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what I would have done different. I had the chance and I tried to take it, and racing's racing.
All right, Jeremy. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. Thanks for joining me down here. Anybody you want to give a shout out to here real quick?
Actually, I'd like to give a shout out to David Fish for finishing that race in just 5th gear, that whole race. Awesome job.
Fish only had 5th gear?
Only 5th gear. He used 5th gear, and I think he came in 3rd.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, we're going to talk to David here in a second. David, yeah, he can't hear me. All right. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
All right. Thank you, Nord.
User left your channel.
David Fish, you still there? David Fish, come down to my room, please.
Yes, I am, sir.
Ah, there you are. All right, Jeremy says claims you did that whole race in 5th gear. Is that the truth?
Yep. Had a little bit of transmission problem with the old Springfield Armory Mazda, and had to run it the whole race in 5th gear.
5th gear, and you come home 3rd. That's pretty impressive for a busted tranny. And, you did a good job running up through there. You had a battle with the 92 for a while. Marche actually surprising the heck out of me tonight, running real hard and doing very well here. What was it like running with all those guys side by side here? We even saw 3 wide tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good wide track, little small cars, fairly low, low power, plenty of grip. So you get pretty much, if you're side by side battling with somebody, you can pick your line and stay with them. Unfortunately, that all those battles up front allowed me to use up the entire track and keep up my corner speed, and I was able to turn some pretty good laps and bring the old girl home in 3rd.
Well, good job, David, and a lot of fun out there tonight. You come home 3rd. Obviously, you would probably want a transmission that works next week a little better, so you're not limited to that. But, man, got to take my hat off to you for doing a good job with only 1 gear.
Yeah, it was, I knew I couldn't compete for the win. It was nice to get a podium and, help, keep my my points position. That's what it's all about, right? It's points at the end of the year.
That is point racing. All right. Thank you very much, David, for joining me up here. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish, and good luck to you next week at wherever the hell you are.
Yeah, I think we're going to Silverstone next week, and I appreciate it. And thank you very much for putting this on.
All right. Well, the thanks actually goes. I'd like to take the time to thank Sam Wilski for saying, hey, Nord, come out and commentate this one. And I had a good time out here tonight. So I thank Sam Wilski for taking care of this league and doing all the league stuff over here. Big jobs to do, believe me, I know. And I thank him very much for asking me to come out here this week. All right.
Yeah, much appreciation to Mr. Wilski.
All right, that's going to do it. Thank you very much there, David. Our finishers are going to be Hawkins 1st, Dominique 2nd, Fish 3rd, Edney comes home 4th, Riggs in 5th, Mr. Beach in 6th, Mikey V in 7th, Chance Crum in 8th, Mr. Malish comes home 9th, Mike Owen in 10th, Brizik 11th, Trevor Johnson 12th, Hudak 13th, and Wilski didn't start, so Hudak will round it out, the 13 drivers there. So that's going to do it here from Watkins Glen. Mystery Racing coming up here in about 7 or so minutes. We're going to take a little break, but good job, road course guys. I enjoyed myself. Thank you very much for having me out here, and it was a good time to watch that. So get ready to start some mystery racing for the night. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More racing coming up live on Nordgar TV up next.